Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time for another Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Thank you all very much. We did have another video crossing 3,000 likes. No surprise there with the new expansion coming out this week, putting us now only 19 away from the 5 or Die challenge. Oh man, it's going to be crazy out there. It's already crazy out there. So, and again, at the time of this recording, Reddit is not working right now. I don't know what's going on with that. I've refreshed the queue, I've refreshed the cache and everything like that, cleaned it out. It is just not working. So, unfortunately, I still don't have another meme of the day for the day. I'm hoping that it's all fixed by tomorrow, though. So, yeah, fingers crossed on that one. Let's just hop on in. Again, it feels really weird not having a meme of the day. But I hope your Fridays are going off to a fantastic start, as we are too. Magic Mush. Oh, my Gertie. Foxtrot Juliet 9 Papa. Girlfriend 9 Juliet. Wait, what is this? I don't know what this hairstyle is, but yeah. So we've got well, we got the jar, which is going to allow us to pick up hearts and all that kind of good stuff. But obviously, the biggest news is the fact that we have Magic Mush starting. Oh baby, Magic Mush giving us an almost true all stats up. I say almost true because it does not give you a tears up, unlike some other true stats up like the Halo or like Capricorn or SMB Superfan. But what it does have is a damage multiplier. It's baked into the mushroom. No pun intended there. Because anytime that we end up getting a damage upgrade, it's going to give us its additional value at the base level times, I think it's times 33%, something like that. I could be wrong on the, don't quote me on the multiplier there, but just know that there is a Magic Mush multiplier for your damage, and that's what makes Magic Mush one of the best items in the game, one of the most desirable items in the game, just because you know it's going to be a fun time. And we've already, as you can tell by well, the commentary and also just by the community reaction, this whole week has just been fun. So it is a blast playing multiplayer. I know that people have been asking. No, we don't get rid of this potential opportunity here. I know that people have been asking when can we expect multiplayer videos, and I've talked to a few of my friends to see if they're down to play. I've not gotten any word back from them for actual definites on like, yeah, we'll play, or no, I don't think it's. I'm not. Yeah, I haven't heard one way or the other for that. So we'll see. We'll see. I am going to go ahead and take care of all this poop, because if we do find a petrified poop, then we can take the poop and then use the poop to give ourselves more poop and also lots of other poop-related items. Don't clip that. My God, it's pinned. I'm in a good mood. I mean, I'm always going to be in a good mood whenever we start with Magic Mush, because I know it's just going to be an absolute shellacking, and especially with items like that. Thank you, Pin. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Reddit. It's a day and about a day and a half after that last episode was recorded. I thought, well, maybe like my cache just needs to be flushed, but no, it's still giving me that same error. So I made sure that there was no blocker or anything on like that. So I assume that it's just down for maintenance related to the outage the other day, yesterday. Obviously, our starting stats are going to be fantastic here. If you're curious what the jar does, the jar will pick up hearts of all kinds, whether it be red hearts or soul hearts, and then you can use the jar to throw everything on the ground. You can store up to 10 hearts, I believe, maybe 12. It's very good if you somehow know that you're going to get D-Bizzle or something like that. You know, it's a vital part of that. It's also a fantastic item for you to use if you're planning on playing any Sack Room Shuffles. You're able to drop the hearts inside of the room, or just find floors that you don't have a sack room on, and then you can just save the hearts for yourself, and then go to town. You want those 2 keys over there. We have picked up 5 bombs thanks to Rocket in a Jar. Yeah, I guess we got there, but I was expecting to hit the rocks. I don't know how it went over all of that, but So what we're going to be looking for here is definitely going to be just any damage up that we can get, just to further bring on the pain factor on the game. Stopwatch would not be too bad. I honestly wouldn't mind a little bit more movement speed. Not that we need it, of course, but also Stopwatch gives you that that buff that makes everything move around you, or it basically makes the game run slower. So it's easier to dodge, easier to kill stuff, easier to do a lot of things, and increases your mobility, while also giving you a movement speed upgrade, which is pretty cool. If we had Stopwatch right now in this room, we would totally be fine. I mean, we're still fine anyway because our damage is just dominating right now. If our damage was any, and I mean any point lower than what we have right now, we would not have been able to sit there and stand our ground against the rush of Gapers there. But if you play this game long enough, you'll know exactly what your damage can tolerate and what you can't. And I don't think it's gonna get all 5. It might get them. Hey, that works. Go back, get a Stopwatch. One more cent, we actually do get a chance to have another Soul Heart, which would be significant. Deep Pockets also wouldn't be too bad. So you hear the slowdown of the music indicating that Stopwatch is now in play. There we go. Secret room could be here. I haven't seen that other room. This is just going blind here. It is. The reason why I put the bomb here is so we can get access to this key, but also, of course, hit the secret room. We do get more pennies here, and now I've got to pretty much do the entire floor. As I would like to have deep pockets. That'd be very nice. In real life and out of life. Online life. Out of Life, that's my favorite early 2000s emo band. No, they were kind of screamo. They were kind of emo, you know, that sort of thing. I never really got into screamo. They're excuse me. The only I guess the only band that I can say that qualifies for screamo that I liked was probably Bullet for My Valentine, and they still do music, to my knowledge anyway. I haven't listened to them in a long time. Guess I should feel fortunate that we didn't get that Soul Heart, but now the problem is, unless we get an HP upgrade here, we can't take the Devil Deal thanks to that one hit. It's my own damn fault for not going back to the shop and picking up that Soul Heart. So we did actually get it. We get Abyss! Oh, man. We can't take Mom's Knife. We could take Mom's Knife or Abyss. I'm going to take Abyss because there's a lot of people wanting to see the new Abyss. And honestly, I'm all for it. So, let's talk about Abyss. Now that we've got it, if you did not catch the patch notes, Abyss has gone from, I don't want to say a sort of meh. I mean, it was kind of meh, I guess. But Abyss has gone from being a meh item to one of the most powerful items in the game. If you don't know what the changes they've done, first off, Abyss is still, I think it's always been a 4-room cooldown. But the beauty of the new Abyss here is something that I've been asking for a long time. And if you saw the live stream, you'll know that I did my first ever Repentance Plus run was an Abyss run. So you can trust me when I say it's good. So what Abyss does is it will take the item that you slurp up, whatever item pedestal that you have, and it will give the item's effects and properties to the abyssal fly that it creates. I'll explain more after the floor transition. So you may have noticed that I was pretty hype when I saw Abyss, and this is the reason why. So what this means is that the red fly is the base. That's like the base fly, okay? So the jar is not going to do anything. There's nothing special about it, no special effects or tier status effects or anything like that associated with it. So this is your standard abyssal fly. They've not changed the damage coefficient to the abyssal flies that I'm aware of. If they have, I can ask Zombolos for clarification on that. But if we are to find an item like, say, Toxic Shock or like Dr. Fetus or something like that, the abyssal fly that Abyss creates from that is going to inherit those properties. So, for example, if we end up finding Dr. Fetus or some kind of explosive item I don't want, the abyssal fly will turn into an explosive fly, which does deal friendly fire damage to Isaac. However, it deals massive amounts of damage to enemy bosses and everything in between. So it scales insanely well with damage. If we were to abyss, let's say common cold, for example, we would get a poison abyssal fly, which is going to deal heavy poison damage to anything that it touches. And I believe that's without a DR. I could be wrong about that. So there is a lot to love about the new Abyss, and it's the reason why it instantly became... No, there's no reason to nuke our Magic Mush damage here. Look at the little tiny fly, look. Look, there it is. This is one I have never seen before. So yeah, right there, we just abyssed almond milk, and look, we got a tiny little fly right there. I'm sure it probably attacks faster. Yeah, it does attack much faster, but it deals probably significantly less damage. So, and that's what I'm talking about. So it's like a brand new interaction in the game that completely reworks how an item is going to react, and it also completely shifts the strategy of Abyss now. And it's so awesome. Like these are the type of changes that I've been asking for years now. If you say that no, you haven't, just literally just watch any of my older videos whenever we play Tainted Napoleon or we find Abyss or that sort of thing. It's so awesome to see the team at Nicalis going through these motions. I mean, really, it's the developers, not the publisher, but it's just awesome to see them putting a concerted effort into making the game more fun again and changing the items that were maligned or just straight up were just kind of boring. And I think I honestly believe this is like the start. This is just the start that we're seeing here. This is the tip of the iceberg when it comes to seeing some really, really awesome changes in Repentance Plus. That little tiny abyssal fly is killing me. Yo, look at that. It's actually able to go over rocks, too, and just hit everything, so... Yeah. Yeah, you know we're in for a fun time here. It's crazy how fast I mean, I don't know. I don't even know if you can see it with the encoder here on YouTube. What happens if we abyss... What happens if we abyss Crooked Penny? Okay, so it just gave us a standard fly. Fair enough. Emperor card, okay. I'm going to give myself a full charge on Abyss just in case we get an item that I don't want. We have a golden bomb. There's absolutely no reason for us to not break open all these rocks, mushrooms. Obviously, we're not going to get Magic Mush because, well, we already have Magic Mush. I was looking for Mini Mush or something like that. Would have been nice. Even Skinny on Mushroom or Fat on Mushroom would be fine as well. So we have 3 flies right now, permanently. And Abyss still has that same appeal that the old Abyss had from Repentance, except now it just has even more appeal from that. So the Abyssal Flies will always be with Isaac, even through everything, including rerolls. The only thing that you can do to get rid of them is to sack them with the Sack Altar, which I wouldn't do at this point. And yeah, we can't pass up Synth Oil, no way. I am going to go into here. So just now seeing our HP makes me glad that we didn't get a double deal because I thought that we actually had a little bit more than that. Got plenty of keys here so we can go into the vault and be very sad that the vaults are still going to be vaulting. Hey, we gained a bomb, so, you know, there's that. Yeah, Abyss is straight up just amazing. Now, it is legitimately incredible. And you've only seen the bare minimum here of the effects that you can get with Abyss. If you want a better example, so far anyway, definitely go check out the Tainted Apollyon run that I did from the live stream on the Repentance Plus reveal stream. That was one for the ages, and who knows, this one might be as well. Ourselves a Bumba. Gotta remember that we have Rocket in a jar, so I gotta be careful I don't accidentally hit my E button, my E key. I mean, again, we could just give ourselves another Abyssal Fly. I don't think it's gonna do anything. Yeah, it's just a standard fly. Although it would be hilarious if you had if you got a locust that would if you got a locust that actually whenever it hit a target, it would it wore like a tiny little golden championship belt or something like that, like for suplex or for mom's bracelet, and then would do the suplex attack on anything it touches. That would be hilarious. I'll make that suggestion to Zombolis. We'll see what he says. Wow, look at that damage. Bambino got exactly one attack off. Gonna take more HP here. Oh, baby. Maw of the Void. Oh, yeah, brother. Magic Mush, Maw of the Void here in Abyss. This is... I mean, this run's already over. Like, there is absolutely no way we don't win this run. It's just a question of how hard do we win this run at this point. Gotta speed things up if we're gonna get to boss rush. We get 9 lives, baby. I'm glad that I didn't skip that room. Good lord, man. If we get Guppy again, this would be what, the 3rd day in a row that we'll get Guppy? 3rd or 4th day, something like that. Now, I'm fairly sure that Abyss will not give you 4 flies or however many item pedestals that you have in the room at the time of boss rush. I'm fairly certain of that. I don't believe that they changed the functionality that much. Although it would be nice, and it definitely would make sense given what the item does at the base level. I don't believe that that's the case. Yeah, we don't... Well, you know what? I bet this gives us a slowing fly. It should be like white or yellow. Or, yeah, or gray. There you go. So, we don't have Spider Bite, but we do have the Spider Bite Abyssal Fly, which is a very powerful, very, very powerful crowd control familiar. Wow, 2 soul hearts, too. Everything's just coming up Millhouse here. Doing a quick glance for a Tinted Rock. Going at a more hurried pace here. I don't see any tinted rocks. What my vision can see anyway. Which is usually what seeing is. And because of the 4-room cooldown here, it is so easy to stack up the flies and accumulate the just accumulate. Build your army, your Abyssal army. Look at that. We've already caught up here. Monstro 2 is Monstro dead. And imagine if we get Hive Mind. Movement speed upgrade. I actually don't need any more movement speed upgrade, so I'm going to Abyss this. And I will absolutely take this movement speed upgrade, though, for Lord of the Pit. So now we are back on pace to smashing boss rush. And we've got this Emperor card, which I probably won't end up using until the end. Get Book of Shadows, or the Satanic Bible and Book of Belial, where I got Book of Shadows from. Let's see. We can Abyss these 2, and I believe it would just simply give us a regular Abyssal Fly. We can kind of sort of take our time with this. Saw the slowing effect there of the gray fly that we got. Well, Napoleon gives a whole bunch of flies, non-abyssal flies, of course. Yeah, we just got two. We got two more basic flies, but look at this. Devil card. I'm gonna hold on to the Emperor card here. Now, if I end up finding the Fool card, I will just simply remove the sort of emotional side of rushing towards boss rush and just removing that out, and then we can go back to, you know, taking a sort of relaxed pace here. We're not rushing so hard. Let's get rid of all the explosive abyssal flies here. There they go. Yeah, it is just a stream of damage, dude. So we didn't find the Fool card, and we have not found our item room yet. So we gotta book it to find one or the other. Moon card works. Man, that is some powerful damage there. And we'll absolutely take both of Guppy's Eye and Ouija board, which is going to kill us, but it gives us a Tears Up and Spectral Tears, which is fantastic. And let's just play Abyss Roulette. Let's see which one we get. I couldn't tell. How many flies we've got. Look at that, dude. Man. Dude, man, bro. Man, dude, man. Another Fool card. It's too little too late, but we can go into the boss trap room here as well. Fast bombs. I mean, fast bombs plus rocket in a jar are very strong. We'll take the Tears Upgrade, obviously. I don't really care what happens in here. Jeez, that is. Look at that chunkage, man. I know that I keep making a big deal out of it, but it is true. I wanted to put this in perspective for you all. Think about how many times we've seen Abyss over the course of the Repentance series, and think of how many times I was like, man, I wish it did this. I wish it did that. That is what we're talking about here. When they actually did implement something that I've been asking for an extremely long time. This is like heaven for me. Like, having an item be so far removed from what it used to do in the best way possible is legitimately so exciting to me. And it's a microcosm of why I've been loving Repentance Plus so much. And hopefully you are as well, because it's been incredible. Take an HP upgrade here. Yeah, come on down, little body. Body. I'm not trapped in here with you guys. You're trapped in here with me. We are absolutely crushing this run here. And thanks to the stopwatch debuff of everything moving around us, they have no chance at getting away from us. We don't need the inner child, so I wonder, it's just gonna give us a regular Abyss fly, I reckon. Yeah, regular Abyssal fly. You can still see the tiny little almond milk fly in there. It just attacks so fast. Nothing. Yeah, Wrath is already dead. Okay, so this is a great example now. So I definitely want an explosive fly. because the explosive damage that the abyssal flies do, the explosive abyssal flies are in, it is nuts. You do have to be careful of the friendly fire aspect. Now I know what you're saying, Victor. You don't like fire mine, but then you're going to take something like this. Yes, actually, because this is going to trigger far and away from where Isaac Res is or is currently going. Yeah, so there's the explosive fly right there, the yellow fly. And the reason why that's significantly different in my mind than Fire Mine is because Fire Mine is going to trigger instantly whenever it's close to Isaac on the closest target possible. Whereas an abyssal fly, unless you're just standing still, which you're almost never doing when you're trying to line up abyssal flies, it is not going to explode anywhere near Isaac. If you get hit by an explosive abyssal fly, you're standing too close to the target and you're not using your range. Right? So there was an explosion right there. And by the way, that can trigger infinite amounts of times. There's no cooldown on the explosive damage there. Look at that. It basically just one-shot that gurgling. Yeah, and again, right there. So the chances, now obviously you're still going to, like I was getting hit by my explosive flies, but it's few and far between. Far fewer and far betweener than having Fire Mine. Yes, I'm creating an argument just for the sake of answering a question that I know someone is out there thinking or going to ask. So that's just my job. Definitely do not need the soul of Maggie. Really. Man, this is just, I mean, we're on one today. I'm so stoked that we get to show off the new Abyss so soon after showing off the new Mars yesterday. Yeah, this is going to be a bigger fly, but I think it's going to deal the same amount of damage, maybe. Oh, base fly. Pickups and consumables have not been an issue on this run at all. Either really is money. Money equals power would be an amazing pickup for us. Shot speed, definitely want a little bit of that. Stars card, party time. No, it doesn't really work out with Stars card. It works with the world card because obviously Wayne's World has the term world in it. So. It is funny. I did see when we were doing the Repentance Plus reveal stream or release stream. It's funny how many people when I got the world card, so many people in the mosh pit on YouTube, or when I got the world card, they're like, sing the song. It had very big vibes of do the line, Bart, or say the line, Bart. Which I'm down with, by the way, because I think it's absolutely endearing. As is the mosh pit. We're on cruise control here. I think one of my favorite abyssal flies is if you slurp up a homing item with Abyss, you'll get a homing fly that's purple. We actually got one on the live stream. That first run with Tainted Napoleon. Contract from below? Yeah, we'll take it. Could we have played the Sack Room Shuffle? Yeah, we could have, but I don't see... We don't have... Like, we could definitely do it and skip Shoal, but on a run this strong, there's no reason to really go for that skip, because it's not really going to take us a whole lot of time to just do the floor anyway, and also I don't want to lose all of our HP. Not that we're not going to be able to absolutely, like, shellac the lamb, but at the same time, I'd rather not have to deal with just getting insta-gibbed if he does his usual BS. Take that as a sign right there. Okay. Yep. God, it's just, it's hard to explain how this feeling of we're back to form. This feels like an Afterbirth Plus run, and that's how all the runs have been feeling. You know, I can't quite put my finger on it, because I've seen people with some discourse talking about how, like, the game didn't really change a whole lot of things in there if you look at it from an outside perspective, which I disagree with. But you know, looking at comments, I think that people are underwhelmed about there being no console release, and I don't know if that's affecting their opinion overall of their view on the patch. But it really does feel like it's just different to me anyway, and it could also just be like just a me thing. But as someone who's played this game forever now, basically this is what I do with my life, which I'm more than happy to do and continue doing for as long as I can. I'm more excited to play the game now than I have been in many years. And it's just the way that the items work now gives me that old school feeling that of 5-6 years ago when we were still on Afterbirth Plus, where it's like any run can get one of these buffed items now and absolutely explode. And you just send the house against the game and just just embarrass it, really. The potential of breaking the game, and in more ways than one, breaking the game with your own stats, with your own builds, feels much higher now than it was last week. Move it off there. Just fast bombs in case you guys wanted to see it. I saw that little cheeky explosion that we got at the end there from the explosive Abyssal Fly too. Now we do have a slight anti-synergy here with our Maw of the Void and the explosive fly, but that's nothing to complain about. And we'll take Death's Touch. I think Death's Touch and explosive and brimstone bombs are going to be the key here. And I kind of want to go through the entire chest, but let's just go destroy Lamb. We'll have plenty of other Abyss targets. I don't know what hit me in that corner. All right, let's exercise our range here. One of the brimstone bombs is exploding from behind, and I don't know what's triggering that. Yeah, that one was just the Lamb. I don't know if one of the locusts are hitting the brimstone bombs. There we go. So you had to make me get serious for a second there, game. Second seed, Kilo Juliet, Tango X-Ray, 02. Ha! Oh, we have 9 lives. We can play fast and loose. And I can glance over at the monitor at the exact wrong time. Lemon Mishap did get a change. It will, or a free lemonade and Lemon Mishap, but it will, I believe the pool now stays for the entire duration of the room. Or it lasts, they changed it to where it either lasts longer or stays this way for a while. Now I wonder what happens if we abyss this. If it's just going to give us a base one, or is it going to give us a creepy abyss? Yeah, so it does dissipate after a while, but it takes a lot longer. Oh my god. Well, Hive Mind is going to get us there. And we get a burning fly now. Look at that. Yeah, good luck, Lust. I mean, we really don't need the movement speed upgrade. But I guess I'll take it, because there's no reason really not to, just because if we do, it gives us 2 or 3 for Spun, obviously, because we had Synth Oil. Oh, she's already dead. Definitely will take the range upgrade, and the Soul Heart and the shellacking of Isaac is going to continue here. We even get a planetarium. Look at us. Yes. Oh man, we get Uranus as well. I know that could have given us a frozen fly. Oh my gosh, could have given us a frozen fly, but with this damage, it's not even going to be needed. Buddy in a box. You know what? Sure, come on down, Buddy in a box. Who's that? Is that a dead? That's a dead bird baby. They did add a whole bunch of new babies to Buddy in a Box. That's one that we haven't seen right there. It's a D-Bizzle baby of the dead bird variety. People don't like when I say D-Bizzle and refer to dead bird instead of Dark Bun. Look, dead bird is the original, is the OG D-Bizzle. Range upgrade, no thank you. We're only 1 away from Guppy as well. I'm not going to take this HP upgrade because I assume that we're going to go in here and take something, which we are. You can actually take both of these. I'll take Duality, take Invicta Robes, and then take the HP upgrade. Okay. Which buddy do we have now? That is oh, it's a keeper buddy. I think we've had the keeper buddy before. I don't know how many new babies they've added. Bone Spur, no thank you. And you know, with Abyss, it's just it's the same adage as we talked about with Void. It takes items that we weren't going to get anyway and gives them a new meaning, a new purpose. That's what stuff like Void, like Abyss, all that kind of stuff does. And it makes everything, it brings up that sort of, I feel like we can break any run now. Like, the game is on notice, you know? Yeah. I mean, we can Abyss both of these, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, we got both of them. Wow. So you can Abyss multiple item pedestals and get the exact amount of flies that you put into it. Strength card is going to be good for us for a Devil Deal. Or Angel Deal, but we're still looking for Guppy right now. Guppy Hive Mind plus this build. Get about it, brother. Oh, God. Dark one got dark dunked. And, no. Well, I mean, we can get a crawl space out of this, I suppose. And then when we come out of this crawl space, we are not going to be in the Devil Deal room. We're going to be back in the boss room. Bag of crafting. Nah. No changes to bag of crafting that I'm aware of. Definitely will go in the curse room. There's just no reason not to, especially since we're looking for Guppy. Heck is that? Good. Like a Tech 1 baby or Terminator baby? Sure, I'm not sure what that thing is. Definitely a new one. We're doing so much damage that Uranus is triggering instantly. And instantly killing anything that it freezes them. I mean, that's what happens. And it cancels out all of their death rattles and all that kind of good stuff. So, machine, we really don't need any more money. More options. Yeah. Be a great chance for an R key. I'm kind of feeling Omega E right now. I hope that doesn't mean something slang for something else I'm not cool enough to understand. Okay, we'll come back and abyss that in a second. Who's gonna be here? Not. Contract from below really, really crushing it here for us. I have no clue where this secret room is. I'd be highly surprised if it was there. We know it's not here because there's a gap. We know it's not there because there's a gap. We know it's not there because it's the gap. But it has to be here. It would also get us into the boss trap room. Of astral plane or astral projection and binge eater. Yeah. Oh mama, this run's got it all. Now I noticed right there, I don't think this was in the patch notes, I just noticed looking at that. Oh, did you see the fire effect on Megamon? That was so cool. I just now witnessed something that I don't think was documented in the patch notes. Unless if I completely fooled myself and I just missed it. I believe that there was a little bit of a delay on Binge Eater kicking in for that item pedestal before it started flipping to prevent accidental takes of the Binge Eater item instead of what we really want. I think that's what I saw. We'll be able to confirm it on this next item pedestal in the boss room. That is a quality of life change that is very nice, if that is actually in the game, and I didn't just imagine it. But I've taken Binge Eater plenty of times, and let me tell you something. One of the most frustrating things about the item, and an otherwise S-tier item, is the fact that you can accidentally take the Binge Eater pedestal without even knowing what item you skipped over. Let's see if there's a delay, significant delay. Nope, okay, never mind. Don't listen to me. I'll just take HP, because, you know, Binge Eater. Yeah, don't listen to me. This is the new era. This is the new Isaac, the new Repentance Plus. This is what we're here for. I don't mind giving up HP here, or really even dying, because we have Binge Eater. We'll be able to get it back, and I really don't think we need any more Abyssal Flies. But I will continue. Man, what happens if you wait? What happens if you Abyss Genesis? What in the world kind of fly is that? There's a pink fly in there. Okay, that's interesting. We might be finding new tech here. Huh. Okay. Interesting. We have some revelations to be finding here. I don't think that we would have gained anything by Genesising this either. I mean, we've got an absolute powerhouse superhero team of items right now. Well, Soul Heart payout, very nice. I'm surprised the Seagram's not there. Well, I want to see what this pink fly does. We're doing too much damage. Yeah, BBF. I am going to take another explosive fly here. So we have 2 explosives, one fire abyssal fly, and then 1 unknown fly. I really am unsure of that one. I'm not sure what baby we got either. 2 clubs. Binge Eater. This is one sprawling. What map is this? There we go. Just, a casual one-shot of Champion Bloat. This is going to give us Spun, so I didn't actually mean to come to the Devil Deal, but we did. Soul Hearts. Nice. The bot fly. Bot fly. Just gonna serve as another. Oh, there's the new Tammy. Oh man, the Tammy's head. The new Tammy's head. We gotta see this. 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 Oh, the D6 too. Man, what is happening in this run? So the new Tammy's head, it now has a reduced cast time, a reduced hold time. Oh, wow, that's instant. Yeah. Wow. So there's no animation that Isaac holding up Tammy's head anymore. It just does it. Baby, what baby is that? What is that little? Like an Isaac head ooh fly or something. Like Hive Mind ooh Isaac. Kind of like it. Don't let the memers get a hold of this one. They're going to try to say it's cuter than Sissy. Hangman, I think we're going to be okay. We already have our flying. Binge Eater. I wouldn't mind getting the D6 either. E-Sizzle gives us an R key opportunity. Oh. 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 You know what? You did this to yourself, 3-Skull Monty. Like, what did I do? Do anything worse. Yeah, so that's, I mean, Tammy's head is obviously not needed, but we're gonna roll with it. I think that we got the most out of Abyss. We didn't get to see a poison fly and also some other effects. Wow, that damage. I mean, it covers the entire screen. Here, yeah, we're on Necropolis too. What's happening in here? Oh. Wait, does the... That was the Midas touch effect. Is the purple fly or the pink fly doing a rainbow baby? Is it like a rainbow abyssal fly where it does random effects instead of one set one? Because I saw poison damage come out and I thought I imagined that for a second. I thought, well, maybe it was our buddy in a box. But then we have nothing that causes the Midas touch effect. And that that champion Boney over there definitely froze. I'm gonna stick with Abyss. I really want the D-Sizzle too, but... Okay, so the D6 just gives you a basic Abyssal Fly as well, which is fine. Although it would be hilarious if it actually re-rolled enemies. Wow. Oh my god. We cannot take it, Bakak. We can't. We can, but I won't. I'm going to take Heat Cleaver, and then I'm going to Abyss it and see what happens. What's happening? Oh, okay. I think we got a regular Abyss Fly. All I hear is Uranus is going off over and over again. Another Eternal Heart. Yeah, I just heard the knockback effect. So yeah, that's what the pink fly does. We just got the Midas touch effect as well. So it's a rainbow abyssal fly. That is awesome. There you go. I was just gonna say, I distinctly remember seeing a Crack the Sky beam somewhere. And it was from, now we know where it was from. It was from the rainbow abyssal fly from Genesis. So rejoice, Abyss lovers out there. You're getting a full Abyssal run. Oh my god. Wow. By the way, did you notice that we had 2 items instead of 1 pedestal in there? Yeah. That's from options. Repentance Plus, man. That's what I'm trying to explain to people, is that for anyone feeling a little underwhelmed or thinking that I'm overreacting or being melodramatic about this being a new era and that sort of thing, there's changes like that, just little tiny changes. Nothing game breaking, nothing short of, you know, like a total item rework or anything like that. We're simply just talking about how things interact. And going back to the idea of more items equals more fun, equals players happy, equals incredible game, right? A game that people are going to want to continue to keep playing again and again and again. Look at this troll face baby. What is that? Like, it's those type of changes, and you haven't, don't just take what you see on my videos and on other people's videos or streams or whatever as this is everything that the new expansion has to offer. This is the Binding of Isaac. You should know by now that just because you saw one thing one time doesn't mean that that is it written in stone. This is church, right? It's gonna take years for us to find all the new interactions. I'm gonna take Binge Eater here, even though that would give us a poison fly. I think we're gonna be okay. Something tells me we're gonna be fine. I mean, we are one-shotting bosses and mini bosses. This little Isaac circle there, the first of the Repentance era. So just a little change like that, like having more options interact with Boss Rush. Because it's bosses, and they die, and they drop one item. So, yeah. I think that option should give you 2 boss items to pick from after doing a boss rush. That makes logical sense, right? And there's going to be a lot of those undocumented changes that we are just not going to be privy to for a long time. It really is feeling like playing a whole new game again. And that's why I'm so excited and so happy. It's so great. Yeah. Chubb, she didn't even get off the ground there. Still looking for Guppy here. And we are not going to get Guppy. However, we are going to get 3 Binge Eater upgrades for nothing. You know, just a casual, like, 64 damage. And then I'm just going to Abyss. We definitely don't have enough Abyssal Locusts or Abyssal Flies to, I mean, it's just a giant swarm. Oh, we got 3D vision, baby. I need to keep checking. If I miss an important baby, make sure you point it out. Red Kizzle. What is that? What is this gonna do? I can't tell. I think he gave us a regular locust. But talking about the differences between Repentance and Repentance Plus, Repentance was the summary, and I've said this before, I'll say it again. Repentance was, but why though? That was the but why thing. You know, you see a change or you see anything like that, you think, but why was this a thing? Why did this need to happen? Now, in Repentance Plus, you're like, ooh, what does this do? You know, that is a fun time to be playing a game, a new era of discovery. No idea what that did. I think we got regular base flies. I mean, Hush is not going to live at all. Not going to use Suicide King, even though we do have extra lives. There's no reason to just nuke our entire double rack of HP. Got like a Dead by Daylight baby or something. I don't know what that is. All right, here we go. Let's see how well the new Hush boss armor is going to hold up to us. Be careful of those explosive flies. Oh my gosh. We don't even have to move. Still not moving. Wow. We killed Hush in a very short amount of time. Yeah, our damage is 60, but that new boss armor just couldn't hold up to the heat. Okay. The scary thing is that this isn't even really what I would say to be the craziest Outside of the rainbow fly. The rainbow fly is pretty amazing, and the explosive flies, of course, are just awesome. But this isn't even a portion of what a lot of the other flies do that I've seen. We just have an absolute metric butt ton of them, combined with a ridiculous amount of damage, combined with freaking hive mind, dude. Old Dookie's gonna be old daddy here. On another Isaac circle. Yep. Almost a double circle here. Unless we get an Archie, we don't really have... Oh my gosh, Isaac's Tomb. Gonna give us one extra chance for an item pedestal on the next floor. But trying to think our Omega possibilities are not gonna happen here. Definitely would have been one for the ages had we gotten an Omega run so early into the cycle of Repentance Plus. Not over yet. Never know. This should be a reminder to everybody to, obviously, if you don't want to be spoiled on any episode, not just this one, but any episode, then make sure you're staying out of the comment section. As glorious as the Mosh Pit comment section can be, it can also be kind of spoilery, so proceed with caution. There's not much I can do, and I'm not turning off comments. I think we would retrain. Oh. Okay. Oh, man. Tech 1. I gotta be careful of the Binge Eater, though. I think that I honestly think that I think the Mosh Pit would be drastically different for the worse if we didn't have comments on. I don't think that we would have survived. Binge Eater. Take Dogtooth just to give us a little bit of extra damage because we have so many multipliers right now on our damage. Notice that we still fire off the lead pencil effect there. Oh. I ain't scared. Leech wouldn't be bad for healing, but... Ooh, we got a blue fly in there. Now, what does that do? Is that going to do, like, a gas effect? Oh, God, I keep forgetting to look at the baby. That's like a Judas baby. Oh, that's pretty metal. Gas Effect was my favorite Weird Al parody of Mass Effect, by the way. Classic one. Polished Bone, I think, is supposed to pay out 5 or 10% more of the time with familiars and bonies. Really? Yeah, Mushroom, there's no reason for us to take this. Because we are already capped, I believe. We would just be nerfing our damage. There's really no point in doing this. Oh man, Jacob's Ladder. Now I have to wonder if we abyss Jacob's Ladder, will that give us like an electric fly? Let's find out. It is an electric fly. Oh my god, dude. Look at it. It's got lightning around it. That's so sick. This is what I'm talking about, man. That is so incredible. Oh, you heard it go off too. That's, man, Abyss is just, it is S tier. It is absolute S tier. I mean, how can you look at this and not love it? Man, oh man. Damage is absolutely bonkers. They're instantly dying. I don't know. I don't know if Skinny on Mushroom would have given us max tiers, and I can't. Oh wait, I do have the console in. Okay. This is just for S's and G's. I'm only doing this just to see if it would have given us a tiers upgrade. Odd Mushroom. I think it's C121, I think. No, it is not. Okay, so I'm removing fat on Mushroom, and it's 120, so 120, nope. Odd Mushroom, C120. Okay, yeah, so I was right. We would not have gotten a tiers upgrade from that. So we are capped thanks to Ease Mascara. We're not done yet though. Thank you, Isaac's Tomb. I thought the dev console was disabled, but it's because obviously there's no mods running right now. But I guess it held the options.ini. And by the way, if you want to know how to gain access to the tilde menu or the dev console, this right here, you just hit this key. It's the one that's right next to your 1 key on your keyboard. If you want to get access to the dev console for whatever reason, you can go into your options.ini file in Isaac and then switch the, I think it's just called console, from 0 to 1. 1 turns it on, 0 turns it off. That's all you got to do. And then it is default bound to the tilde key, the one that I just talked about. That's how we make some of our craziest runs happen with the Isaac Madness streams. It's good for also teaching purposes as well. Like not knowing. I had no idea if we were going to get that tiers upgrade or not. I was pretty sure that we weren't. But it's always nice for confirmation, you know. Or trinkets. What are you? Hierophant card. Probably don't need a Hierophant card because then we have 12 red hearts. I think we're going to be okay. And Binge Eater. Although, you know what? I wonder if we would have taken the Swarm, would that have given us like a bunch of little flies? I don't want to test it because there's no way for me to revert that out of the dev console. Oh, okay. Well, I'll do it after we beat Delirium then. Just test it. Just for curiosity. I don't want to give it before I go and actually beat the run. This is, I mean, it's constant fly. Just look at this. Oh, man. Look at that. Just absolute domination. I actually don't think I can spawn the swarm. I don't know what the swarm's we'll save it for another day. So thank you for watching, everyone. What a run. What a video, man. So much fun. This really does show you the highlights of Repentance Plus. We've talked about it for an hour and 10 minutes now, and I'm going to keep talking about it because we are in a new era. Go explore, go find synergies, go find things that were undocumented in the patch notes, and post them in the comments down below if you want to. Remember, for those of you who not want to get spoiled, you know, I would suggest not looking too far in the comment section until after the video is done. For those of you who do find new stuff, if you want to put a little spoiler tag on there and leave a lot of space before listing it in case people don't want to get spoiled on anything, then definitely that would be nice to do. And thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, everyone. Get this video to... If this video crosses 10K, we got to do 10 victory laps on the 5 or die challenge and higher. So thank you again, everyone. I appreciate it. Have a great start to your weekend. As always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some pages of mine like Seven Fangs, Some Poo and OWTF Law. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find over at patreon.com/Sinvicta.